skirmishes when he has attention from his laner. So we'll have to see if SOFM is going to have that opportunity, but also the crazy ganks that Zac offers, because when you get a Zac in the game, you know he's
moving over, and he doesn't have to get in vision to make the gank happen. He can do it from very far away. Over to LPP, misses the knockup, but he can get the slow for himself, flashes forward to pull them together, knocks them into their heads, and that's an easy first blood here for SUNING.
Well played by SUNING. I mean, SOFM would
sit in that brush, never having an opportunity onto Ally, but you could always have an opportunity as Zac, as he just dives over the wall anyway. They just bop Ally around. Let's bounce, baby, as SOFM looks for a little more Tarzan. Starting this Herald off, but it's reset now, and you can see Hwangfong is just staying in this bottom side. They got to pick on the top laner, so they certainly don't need the AD carry to roam. And Hwangfong has been quashed once again at a TP on the bottom side here. It's going to be Angel looking for LP. LNG LP going to be collapsed on. That's 5 letters, but is he going to have enough HP to survive this one? I don't think so. Angel comfortably takes the 1v1.
And I love
here. LNG trying desperately to do the Herald. There it is. Solo first tower for Hwangfong. He got all 5 plays by himself. Angel goes down to the mid lane though, as Icon gets the solo kill. And now a fight, a skirmish going on as On jumps in the middle of everyone. SOFM into his cell division, but Galio slamming down to save Ally's life. He finally falls as Hwangfong now over the wall. Satchel charge not going to land as Bin gets a double kill. Kadaya's going to go down as well. Bin with the triple, and the scissors come up trumps.
Is monstrous as well. And then when you look at split push or team fight, it's SUNING favor.
Bin's in trouble though. He is 1v4 here. I don't think there's much of a way out of this one. We'll get a hookshot wall dive, but the undertow follows him and finishes the kill off. So at least there's a shutdown there, going the way of LNG, a much needed shutdown as well. Because Hwangfong's, right now it doesn't feel like LNG are going to be the ones in control of those kind of objectives. And that's a cute little combo I never thought of. Ally's going to go down with the bomb on top of the ultimatum. What can you do? Icon closest to cap on Hwangfong, who just tanks him. He's afraid of no Lissandra, just throws bombs in and actually survives. That was maybe the most disrespectful Ziggs positioning I've ever seen.
It was just like,
On could be in trouble, but he is Rakan. So are you ever in trouble as Rakan? The answer is no.
yeah, he's going to hop out of that one. The good news for LNG is that, like, oh, hang on.
Are we going to see a fight here? SOFM backs away. I'm going to see a couple of abilities used. Knock up onto Icon, bomb onto a few. Tarzan forced forward and a taunt to buy space from Kadaya. TP now channeled in. On forced out of the play, but he jumps out with a grand entrance here. Ally in the back line, trying to get a stun off. Gets onto SOFM. Grand entrance as well comes through. As it's 1 kill to Bin so far. Icon buying space in the back line. Bin doing the same on the opposite side of the map here. He is literally 2v3 with Angel, and they somehow win it. That is insane, the sustain that these two solo laners have. And Tarzan's left alone as the stopwatch comes in. LPP knocked up. A triple for Bin. 13-3, and team fight dominance from SUNING.
It's 30-3, and 8 of those kills are on Bin. This Camille is huge, and with that SUNING, they don't need Barons, they don't need anything else. They're just going to close out this game.
Who needs a Baron when you've got a Ziggs? Hwangfong, the secret agent, 007 scoreline to finish this game out, and it has been beautiful here from SUNING. And random little tidbit for anyone that wants to know, your W can hit both Nexus towers. So with the Ziggs, destroy them at the same time. Ziggs will get both. That's game 1 though. Kennen, at least in the early game, can find some advantages.
Yeah, the big problem is just trying to play around the Hollowed Mist as Kennen, because if you're able to dash back as the Gwen, you can try and absorb a lot.
In this banana brush, SOFM might finally walk towards him. Oh no, blast cones into the play and just gets shredded. Kadaya with first blood. Oh, shockwave in the mid lane though. Angel wants a 1v1 with Icon. Doesn't commit, he's out of mana.
And that's a good job from Tarzan to actually get this early play. We're just saying, hey, look, you know, he's been sitting there for a while. His top camps are there, but he knew that eventually SOFM, because he was going to be on the bottom side, would try and move in towards this river. And with Kadaya, they read that perfectly. So nice job from Tarzan, just reading exactly what SOFM wanted to path.
And you know, I was getting ready to criticize Tarzan for waiting around in that spot for so.
Only 3 plates remaining on that bottom turret, so going to make sure that they're able to secure that, I imagine, although it has been stopped by the creeps for just a moment. And again, I think the reason why we didn't see them need to force that mid priority, as pointed out much, was that TP available for Ale is.
No smite for SOFM, but they still get it. They stop the charge going down. Beautifully done here by SUNING. He's trying to have that impact on the top side. Ale has greeded for a plate here. Bin going to start the all-in off with the needlework and a TP out from Icon. It's going to dissuade Bin for now. SOFM flashing to try and get into the play. There's a kick. There's a Sonic Wave as well onto Ale. Oh, that is not a good ult there from Ale. He's going to get collapsed upon now. Wild Growth keeps him alive. SOFM can't get back into play, but Angel's behind everyone on the Orianna. Here comes Galio. Everyone flies into the play from somewhere on the map, but LNG get 1 kill.
Nice job by LNG, and that's the kind of being able to power through this strong top half of the map. Now, Angel still looking, though.
Oh, he gets him. Angel actually finds a pick off of that. I'm amazed. I can't believe he actually got one off the end of it. But a complete objective trade.
Holy moly, the double successful rift on taking LNG. What a time to be alive. Just as a quick side note,
in this bottom side to look for a tier 1 is Bin actually maybe could be in trouble. Dodges away from the shuriken though. Nicely done. Now the needlework coming on through. It's going to be the slicing maelstrom. Bin. Dagda analysis. What just happened? Across the course of your ultimate, if you weave in the W and whatnot. But On is up in the top side here. He's going to find a stunt. There is a 6-level difference between Ale and On right now, but it won't matter. The needlework actually happens this time, and Icon, late to the party, will just waste his teleport.
Yeah, but nice job coming through from On. Sets up Bin, gets a bit more back in his pocket, and now,
oh my goodness, SOFM, that was aggressive. He gets out. He actually gets away with that one. Is he going to go for the eye proc? Doesn't look like it. Smites it away in the end. Saves the tower, importantly. That was a brave play from SOFM. He's a brave player, to say the very least. And now On having to flash away on the top side of this play. But the tower survives for now. That said, I'd guard out to join the rest of his team. Ale on the flank. Slicing Maelstrom could completely turn this fight onto its head. Here we go. SOFM on the front line looking to get onto the Drake here. Ale has been spotted by Bin and the Drake will reset. Tarzan just continues to try and wail in with those autos, but SUNING push aggressively, forcing LNG away in this lethality. Barrett getting some value out from these long-range Qs. Here we go, 50-50, smite fight goes through. It's Tarzan to get it, and now the fight ensues as well. Stuns across the team, Tarzan diving onto the backline. He's onto Angel, the exhaust is going to work out. The Gore Drinker keeps him safe, and all of the ultis come through from LNG to just wipe SUNING off of the play.
And that's the
Helios. He's got some shurikens going for himself, so they can just blow through this Baron. SOFM is alive and on the scene. He has his smite available right now, and so it can be dicey for LNG. Tarzan actually jumps out of the pit to get onto SOFM. Maybe he's gone too deep for this one. SOFM can't get into the pit, though. The taunt onto 3 here. It's going to be 1 taken by Angel. Kadai's in trouble as well. Icon's in trouble too. There's another kill. That's 3 now. SUNING make it 4. How have they done that? Out of nowhere, SUNING blast onto the play. They ruin this Baron play from the side of LNG. There's 1 Baron buff remaining, and he's stuck underneath the tower. He tries to go for the recall, but we all knew that that wasn't happening. SOFM gets a bit of sustain. The turret shot finish him. LP gets 1 for his trouble, but the Baron is thwarted.
And right now, LNG full control over this objective. SUNING now trying to contest, but as you said, not having Dragon's Kick for SOFM does make things a little bit easier for LNG.
Oh, Kadai. Oh, it's not pretty from Kadai. It's still going to be the Drake take and SUNING. Maybe they can find a fight. It's going to be a stopwatch out from Kadai to buy some time. Solar Flare flashed away from LP on the front line, but he's able to just push SUNING away. Looks like SUNING just have to go to the mid lane, but they already took the tier 1. I don't think they'll get anything off of this. And all that kind of action going on. And I mean, she's a huge SUNING fan and they're losing on the map right now. So, you know, it's dicey at best for her. Here we go. Gold is even as LNG burn through this Baron. Bin trading for a bot lane tier 2 and now TPing into the play. SOFM over the wall here. Tarzan backs away, doesn't go for the 50-50. SOFM threatening the backline, but it's Ale with a huge ulti. Tarzan knocks everyone awry, and then the knockups from the Galio. This is what we wanted from the composition of LNG. SOFM gets out with his life here. SUNING, they have stopped the Baron temporarily, but now LNG can restart the play. Tarzan happy to tank up. He's got Icon as his support. A taunt comes in onto SOFM, but he safeguards back out once more. And SUNING keep the pressure on. Tarzan's getting incredibly low here. Q goes wide onto the Baron. Kadaya taking another hit. Lethality Varus. He's in a shooting gallery right now. He has perfect targets, endless amounts of them. He can just blast out these Qs. Kadaya with a taunt onto SFM. It buys the Baron. Can SUNING get any kills though? There's a Q, narrowly misses onto Tarzan. On looks for a way in. Hwanfeng wants targets, but it just won't happen. And LNG get away with the heist.
I'm going to start up this Dragon as well. LNG coming in front to back though works really well for SUNY.
Oh, the damage out from Hwanfeng here. Bin having to use his Hallowed Mist. He's actually caught out in this position. He surely goes down here. Doesn't have the sustain. It's not a good look for SUNING here. 4 versus 5 now, and a TP behind them. LNG want the fight that will win them the game. Wild Growth onto Kadaya in the front line. Shockwave onto 2 though. SUNING in a 3 versus 5. They just can't do anything. It's a trade 1 for 2. As a third one falls, and LP gets the kill. Hwanfeng, he survives, but that's nothing to write home about.
He's the last man standing as well as LNG. They're not even interested in the Dragon. They're just going to try and go for the end. 40 seconds on Angel, 30 on SOFM, 24 Bin. This is going to be a close one, but when you've got so much damage from Icon, from Tarzan, you might be able to get through.
No. Hwanfeng is going to go down here. Tarzan still had his ulti available, so the arrows just can't do anything. That's going to mean that LNG take down the Nexus and pushes to 3 games against SUNING. On top of how massive this 5-head is, it was just too much for my neck to handle. The Sejuani comes on through. It's up against Kha'Zix, which obviously Kha'Zix very good at 1v1.
Fast on the wave, so LA will just be able to TP back in. Will have his Shroud up and available. If they try to look for a dive, they're also seeing like Tarzan's here, Kadai is here.
SOFM had no idea he was on a ward. Now has to flash. Icons moved in, and Bin won't be able to offer much support for his jungler. SOFM goes down. First blood for Icon. This will be a second as well. And Ale picks it up. Both solo laners from LNG start this game beautifully.
And you know that you've got Tarzan in tow. They're not able to make plays around Hwanfeng in the bot lane because it's a Ziggs without an Alistar. So in this situation, Angel just
race the solo laners on the top side. Herald comes down. He might be able to satchel charge this beforehand. Which one's going to get it first? The satchel charge is actually Hwanfeng to take the first tower versus 3 people pushing at the top side with a Herald. That is just nuts.
Towards these bigger objectives.
SOFM could be in trouble here, but Ale might be even more trouble as he will just perfect execution over to the team. Never mind. SOFM has to flash away and leap as well, but the Sejuani ult, he's going to be caught, going to be taken out. The ult cannot save him. Now Bin and Angel in a 2v5. Hwanfeng is just pushing mid. He's just looking to trade on playing Peel. It's a beautiful headbutt. And that means SUNING get away with 3 players on the bottom side. What has Hwanfeng achieved in the mid lane is the question. It's just going to be the single play. There's a bomb on over. The travel speed was increased on that ability. You can find yourself getting yourself really, really insane damage. If the sweet spot on the Ziggs ult lands, it is just disgusting, honestly. And realistically, SUNING would love to be stacking these. They would love to have control, but they just don't have a way to contest right now. Bomb comes in, but it's going to be too little too late. Oh, Hook so close to hitting Hwanfeng there. Good effort from Kadaya. So won't find it, though. That's SOFM. He just throws a couple of rockets their way. That's all he's got.
But the thing we said we wanted to see was SUNING giving this up but responding well to it. Now they're stuck in the mid lane and potential fight.
Ult onto On, pulled back in as well, but he is Alistar, so he's completely invincible here. SOFM moves forward, just gets some rocket and takes a much heavier trade back towards him. Dragon for a mid tier 2 tower. Icon moves in. Hwanfeng used his ult onto Kadaya, but the wave will die now. And SUNING are just pushing LNG away from the bottom side of the map here. Maybe an opportunity. They've split them up. Kadaya will go down. Resets come through for SOFM. Stun goes out onto Icon. There's going to be a pick as well. Coming out onto LP. He jumps onto the back line, but Angel has a stopwatch. In goes Ale to finish one off, but he's gone very deep for the play. It's a double kill for him. but he's on the wrong side of the map here. The bombs come on through. The TP is there. Shock blast, can it land? Oh, the Qs, they're barely there. Is the Leandry still ticking? One more tick. Ale gets onto Fountain. He makes the escape.
Just
shenanigans. Drake will go the way of Suning. And that shock blast was literally a split second late. If that hits Ale, that is a kill. That is going to be an extra bonus. And importantly,
I see Bin getting down into the spot lane as well to start getting these waves in the favor. But look, here's the picks we're talking about.
Kadia's the target. He does have aftershock, so he's tanky, but not tanky enough to deal with 4 players from Suning. The bomb coming across from Huanfeng to get the assist. And Ale knows he can't get into this jungle. So now, a bit of map control gained from Suning. They need to keep playing with this tempo, right? If they can snowball from here and keep the game pushing in their favor, this is the window. This is the small time period that they have to work with here. Damage onto the tower. W comes in, a tier 2 taken. And remember, increased gold on those tier 2s.
Free. Instead, he tries to turn and use that depth charge on towards On, potentially to stop the engage, but still, you just take the pick you have. Like, one in the hand is worth 2 in the bush in this situation, where if you can kill...
Or somewhere along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to see, and we won't get a replay because no kills went down. SOFM, though, just takes a huge amount of damage. This stun means that Tarzan misses his ult. Now the hard engagement icon, barely turns golden to keep himself alive from the Mega Inferno bomb. But LNG, they've run out of players. They've lost the initial fight, and the amount of follow-up long-range damage is insane from both sides as LP actually finishes off SOFM. There isn't even a Drake on the map to fight over. They just want to fight, Dagda. They were just as bored as I was. That is insane damage that Huanfeng is able to put out at this point in the game. Ale looking for a flank. This Akali could change everything here. Drake going to be started up. Now there is a ward. Suning have full information on where Ale is, and they found Kadia. Once again, Tarzan goes into the backline here. On trying to protect, but he goes down himself. Huanfeng flashing away, but he's chased down. 2 kills for LP. Bin has got to make something happen here, but the Drake's already gone. Damage onto LP just isn't enough. SOFM, he's caught out in a really awkward position here. He's hiding in the tri-brush, knows Ale is coming. Has a lot of burst damage. If Ale face checks this one alone, he doesn't know where SOFM is. That's a Kha'Zix. I don't know if you can 1v1 that. We'll have to back away, and it means SOFM gets out.
And their backline will be as well.
Now remember, the Dragon could just be burst. LNG can't really threaten a trade on this one. As the crab goes down, SOFM gets that one. Here we go with the engage from Tarzan. He's not that tanky though. Health bar already low. The bombs come on through. Ale in the backline turns golden to keep himself alive. Bin with 1. Now onto the backline himself. LNG low, but they're winning out the fight. It feels like Icon taken down. Tarzan in the pit. SOFM back in, and he gets the soul. It somehow comes up trumps for Suning as they pick everybody up. SOFM gets the smite that takes the series by the looks of things, but maybe they can't end just yet.
SOFM with the miracle play. The in-out in between LNG come back to bite them. Now Suning, though, are on this Baron.
Yeah, there's no time to talk about the fights here. But actually, there won't be a fight for this Baron. It's just going to be taken by Suning. And we said they wanted a fast win. Well, we're 45. The siege is just insane from Suning. The tower will go down. SOFM engaged upon by Icon, but can't connect the culling. And it means Suning can keep the siege going. They're happy to do this all day long. They have the siege minions. They have a Ziggs to keep pushing with. The inhib will fall. That's 1 down for Suning. And they're going to call that a win and back off. Want to try and find another inhibitor. Super minions are going to start to push in this mid lane now, so the pressure is increased onto LNG. Look at the damage they do to these towers. It goes immediately. Now onto the inhib as well. And LNG, they're desperately looking for a window, but they're struggling to find it. On playing bouncer on the front line. Kadia kicked out by another shock blast. And the inhib will fall 20 seconds on the Baron. I don't think Suning can try and push and end the game here. But they might just try anyway. Staying grouped as a 5, looking for towers here. Remember, Suning don't want the fight, they just want the towers. Tarzan's ult is a bit of a whiff here. It means LNG have to back away once more. Another tower goes down. Kadia forced onto the fountain himself. But Suning, surely that's enough. Surely they back away.
And you would have loved here, oh, a lot of damage onto LP as Ale. If there was some sort of ward somewhere you could TP to, find some sort of flank to get that backline access. But look at SUNING. They've completely controlled this bottom side jungle, made sure there's zero way that LNG can get out.
Here that it feels like the scaling conversations we had that SUNING needed to win fast. Perhaps not necessarily correct at the end of the day, as the tower barely survives for now. LNG look for an engage, but it's just denied once again. Everfrost is there. Tarzan has to flash out of the play. And guess what? Huanfeng doesn't even need minions. He can just throw W at that tower and it will go down. There it goes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for SUNING. And this is slow, this is steady, this is macro focused, and SUNING are loving it. Kadaya forced back out of the play as he tried to get onto SOFM here. Vision cleared away. Rinse and repeat for SUNING. Tarzan looks for SOFM. But supers are piling into the base. That means SUNING can move into the top side now. And that now is double supers in every single lane, just as Elder Dragon spawns onto the map. Isn't saying, what are you going to do about it, buddy? And in the meantime, the rest of the team just takes this Elder Drake. SUNING, complete and utter control of this game now. It's only 10 and 10 on the scoreboard as we broach the 51-minute mark here. But with Elder Drake, SUNING can also go for a Baron, which, to be honest, feels a little bit overkill at this point. Perhaps you don't need the Baron for yourselves. But they're going to go for it. Going to do this one by the book. Every single objective they can physically get, they will. And now with double supers, with Baron, with Elder, surely SUNING can close this out.
I mean, get some sort of miracle pick now at the 51-minute mark. SUNING are all going to play grouped up. The depth rush, though, could be the answer, but you've got so many ways of checking it.
Icon is in so much trouble right now. Mega Inferno Bomb just goes shy, but Kadaya goes down instead. Leandris is too strong with Elder, and now LP desperately trying to get some damage out, but Ale can't really get into the play here. Dives onto the backline, but On just body blocks everything. He goes down. The burns taking onto Icon as well. The rockets coming on through. LP desperate to do what he can, but the GA pops now. Onto Icon. In they go for a couple more kills. It's a victory lap for SUNING, and a deserved one after one of the cleanest games I've seen in a while in the late game. SUNING take this 2-1.